is Santosh Thami and my PIN number is P2838166, and today I am going to present a presentation on the topic Pandora. Here I start. First is introduction. In 1982, a Danish couple opened a jewelry store in Copenhagen, Denmark, which later became Pandora. It is known for its old designs, manufacture and hand-finished and contemporary jewelry made with high-quality materials at very affordable price. It has a very good supply chain management, as supply chain management is more than just moving products for Pandora. It's also a it's also about connecting operation with brand values and making sure that the company is sensitive to a jewelry industry that is competitive and changing quickly. In 2024, Pandora's revenue was 2.15 billion USD. The, their competitive edge, excellent profits are supported by a lean cost structure and scalable supply chain. And the next slide is about score model for Pandora company. Score refers to the like score simply means supply chains operation reference is which is widely used all over the world by most of the businesses by reducing supply chain down into five essential process: plan, source, make, deliver, and return. The supply chain operation reference module gives a structure for reviewing and improving supply chains. Here is how score process applies to Pandora. First is plan. SKUs scales tracking in real time for inventory and demand planning. The next is source. Core materials are sourced ethically and certified. Another is make. Internal production in Thailand leads certified environmentally friendly plants and focus on good product. And the second last is delivery. Like deliver includes wholesale partners, e-commerce and retail location. And the last is return. Remelting return good for manufacturing. And the next slide is about description and analysis of three key supply chain process. First is plan. Seasonal planning for major events like Black Friday and so on. Real-time POS, CRM, and market data are used to create forecast connected to sales and operations planning S&OP. But due to COVID, risk of inaccuracy also increases in the global market. And the second is make. Pandora have a in-house production in Thailand at LEED certified energy plants, which is used for the production of different kinds of jewelries. And they make use of different methods like lean and TQM method, as TQM ensures that the remaining process continuously provide high quality, while lean minimize waste and expenses. They work together to support Pandora's supply chain, which is efficient and sustainable. They produce sustainable ethical products using low waste energy efficient process, which is simply means lean and TQM method. And the next slide we have the last one, deliver. They support both e-commerce and traditional outlets, as Pandora have more than 100 outlets all over the world, and like more than 2400 concept stores. They used logistic management theory in order to service its global and e-commerce network. Pandora uses regional distribution centers, third-party logistic partners, and centralized production in Thailand and postpone strategy to delay its product to distribute at its point sale. Products are distributed to more than 100 countries through regional distribution centers and third-party logistic partners, but delivery time can also lead customer dissatisfaction, as the delivery time is the most essential things in the delivery process, and due to the more technology, people are ordering from their home rather going to the stores. So the delivery time plays an important role. In the next slide, major challenge is we have a major challenge which is declining sales and brand relevance. In a different international jewelry industry, Pandora is having trouble staying as its sales are dropping. Like we can see in the fish diagram, soft growth in Europe as 13% down in 2025 from 2024. As we have seen, like 7 to 8% growth in 2025 than the last 2024, which is like almost 13% down from 2024. And strategic direction become inconsistent due to the change in leadership. And for the marketing, we have weak digital marketing than their competitors, over dependence on previous successful advertisement, as advertisement is the very important factor for the marketing, which attracts the many people from all over the country if the advertisement is made in a correct way. And the third is process cannot meet the customer's requirement and inflexible supply chains. So they should more focus on their supply chain management. And the last is product due to outdated design. And uh, recently the US government increased the tariff, and due to this there is a high price in the mainly in jewelry sector, and the tariff can goes up to 37% for the Pandora if they try to transport their jewelry or product to the US, and which also increases price. And these are the main factor that why Pandora is facing trouble and its sales are declining. And another slide is for the solution of this underlying scenario. Here are 4 points. They are use data analytics and artificial intelligence to increase relevance on small batch production and real-time demand forecasting, offering customers a chance to customize their jewelry both in person and online to include the idea of mass customization, going ethical and sustainable and reducing environmental footprint, digitally transforming operation has firm become more efficient and responsive to customer needs. These are the important points that should be focused by the mm, Pandora for their problem. And, and the main point is going ethical and sustainable and reducing carbon or the environmental footprint. It is the most essential points as the many people are moving towards the sustainable and ethical development. So they prefer the products that are more sustainable and ethical, that have less harm to the environment. So they should start focusing on making their products more ethical and sustainable, and they should also more focus on the digitally transforming their operations so that every people from all over the country can connect to them at once. And the next slide is the conclusion. A healthy, tightly linked supply chain is produced by Pandora in implementation of its core principles, which includes planning using real-time data and seasonal trends, sourcing from sustainable suppliers, manufacturing in LEED certified facility, shopping via international channels, and handling returns through retail and online. However, issues like decreasing sales, outdated like dated designs, and poor digital engagement draw attention to the necessity of more flexible thinking, robust digital transformation, and more consumer relevance. Pandora can turn its supply chain into a competitive advantage by adopting mass customization, improving demand forecasting with AI, and putting sustainable first. Sustaining brand success in the dynamic global jewelry market will require constant innovation in both operation and customer experience. And at last, I have a reference uh, and all the sources I have taken the examples. Here are the reference from where I made the presentation more effective. And at last, I like to say thank you for giving me this opportunity.